it's going. Yeah. Now you can hear him. His father, Barack Hussein Obama Sr., was never a citizen of the United States. He was here on a student visa. At that time, Kenya was a British colony, and he was a British citizen. At birth, according to a British Nationality Act, Obama was a British citizen. At best, he had dual allegiance, dual citizenship, which is not allowed for the president and commander-in-chief. John A. Bingham has stated, again, natural-born citizen is one who was born in the United States, U.S. territory, to parents that don't owe allegiance to any other sovereignty. Again, Obama's father owed allegiance to Great Britain and later to Kenya, and therefore Obama never qualified regardless of where he was born. Even if he was born in the White House, in the Lincoln bedroom, he still would not be qualified as a natural-born citizen. And based on that, he cannot be president and commander-in-chief. A number of Obama supporters were saying that, I better put this down because this is heavy, that's okay, thank you. That's Southern gentleman. The House Department in Hawaii provided his birth certificate. That's a total and complete lie. They never provided anything. As a matter of fact, what they stated, that they cannot provide any documents. Why? Because Obama refused to provide a consent for release of his original birth certificate. You tell me, why would any honest person who has nothing to hide refuse to consent a simple birth certificate that people produce any time to sign up a kid for Little League? They produce it. Was a computerized image, which is nothing. It's a piece of garbage because you can Photoshop anything on the computer. It's not a document, and that's why no court will ever accept such a piece of garbage as a document. They would ask for original document or certified copy, and he refused to provide anything. Not original birth certificate, no passports, no immigration records, no school records. Moreover,
you knew he was president when he volunteered in May. What happened?
At that time, it really didn't occur to me that it would be germane to my deployment. And then as the deployment got closer and closer and closer, I was thinking, I now will be going into harm's way, and I need to verify for sure that the orders that I'm following are lawful orders. And that's at which time I began to question that and not so much the deployment, but the legality of the deployment. I am more than happy, ready, willing, and able to deploy and do my duty in Afghanistan as so ordered, but only under lawful legal orders. That's all I got.
So a lot of people have accused you of being some sort of, a modern-day draft dodger trying to get out of deployment. You don't think that's the case?
If you look at my right shoulder here, that means I have a combat badge. I've been under fire before. I was in Camp Doha, Kuwait in 2002, 2003 when the war kicked off, sitting in command headquarters when they were shooting scuds at my head, and I was ready to do my duty then. And as a contractor, in January and February of 2009, I deployed to Iraq and Afghanistan on a fact-finding mission. I was armed, and I was happy to do that as well. In whatever capacity, I am happy to serve and do my job as either an officer in the Army of the United States or as a defense contractor working for the Department of Defense.
If the military caved in so quickly that the moment I have filed a temporary restraining order, within 2 days, they said, okay, we revoke the order. No more order, you don't have to go. What kind of military is that? They made a total and complete joke out of U.S. military only because of Obama's arrogance and because media did not confront him. The media wanted somebody liberal, somebody that they liked, young, liberal. They wanted to see something new and didn't go and didn't investigate such important issues. And that's why we're stuck with this problem. And that's why career officers have to stand up again for all of you and show courage under fire. this gentleman has served 21 years in active military, another 7 years in reserves, numerous awards, highly educated, highly trained. And this is total travesty of justice, that because of Obama's total arrogance and Obama's total disrespect for this whole nation and unwillingness to take 1 minute and sign a consent.
Need to make a clarification though, on my service. I have 21 years of federal service, 4 of which is under active duty. The remainder of that time is reserved. So I just want to make that clear.
No closer to the microphone.
I'd just like to make that clarification for the record. 21 years of federal military service, 4 of which is active duty.
So no one's doubting his service and his commitment to, he says he'll go, he'll deploy. That's not the question.
If the orders are lawful orders, and today not one single member of U.S. military would believe that those are lawful orders. If the military caved in so quickly that the moment I have filed a temporary restraining order, within 2 days, they said, okay, we revoke the order. No more order. You don't have to go. What kind of military is that? They made a total and complete joke out of U.S. military. And for what? To please Obama so that he can continue arrogantly disrespect this whole nation?
In terms of if you would want to deploy again, what would you need to see for you to be able to volunteer again?
For me to volunteer to deploy, I need to see that the individual who's sitting in the office of the presidency, President of the United States, is legally able to do so.